Hello and welcome to my second blog from Berlin. It is Sunday and it is 10 past 10 German time, 10 past 9 English time, and this probably won't be uploaded for 2 hours because videos take ages to upload, but I wanted to make another part of my vlog series, I guess, and talk about what I've been up to this week. I have since bought a better, well, you can't see because I'm holding it, but a bendy legged tripod handle for my camera so you don't see me like this and we're further away, which is better. So yeah, this week has been incredibly busy but also incredibly good. A lot has happened and it's just been really an awesome opportunity, and just so much has gone on and so much to be thankful for and so much to fill you in on. So we last spoke on Sunday, so on Monday I had my trial session at the cafe that I managed to get through the interview phase of. So that was an hour and a half kind of west of Berlin, well, an hour and a half west of what I am and west of Berlin. So I had the trial session and I wasn't terrible, so I got the job, which is amazing. That cafe was cool. It was a little bit far away, but I learned how to make coffee, which is awesome because I love coffee. If anyone who knows me, I drink a lot of coffee, especially my friends from uni know that I love coffee. So shout out to Erin and Anna who also love coffee. I will be making more next year, so that is amazing. So I learned how to make coffee, I learned how to kind of package, I learned how everything worked at the cafe, and that was cool. And then they basically told me that they would need me at the more central store, which initially made me very nervous because I thought more central, that's busy. My German's not really good enough to understand all the locals, but the advantage of a central store is that more people speak English and more people are forgiving of me not knowing loads of German in the kind of the more suburban areas. If I don't speak German, they're a little bit less forgiving because they expect me to speak German, whereas in the centre of the city they understand that there's loads of international people. So that was cool. So I then was asked to do the early shift on Tuesday. The early shift starts at 6. The cafe that I was going to was an hour and 5 minutes, an hour and 10 minutes away by train, and so you can do the math. I had to wake up at 4:30, which was, I'm not gonna lie, it was hard. But once I got to the cafe, I met the people. I met the mother who ran the cafe and her son who also worked there. He spoke very good English, which was good, helped me to learn. He basically taught me how to make sandwiches, quite gourmet sandwiches. Over here, especially in this cafe, they put more effort into their sandwiches than we do in England, but it was cool. So I learned the vocab for cucumber and tomatoes, not difficult, but onion, garlic, all sorts of things like that, and I learned how to make the sandwiches, how to make the coffee in the new cafe, how everything worked, and I worked a 7-hour shift and it wasn't as hard as I thought and I really enjoyed it, and so that was cool. I was really nervous about the whole thing, so I prayed beforehand. I kind of gave it to God and I said, you haven't let me down so far, this is in your hands, so let's go. And he did not fail me. I was nervous but I had no need to be because God had it under control. So yeah, sorry, wobbly camera. So yeah, that was awesome. So I finished my shift at 1, but I was obviously very tired, so I can't actually remember what I did Tuesday afternoon. I believe I came home, I sat in the garden, and I did some German revision learning. Gotta get better, so only really one way to do it. So I did all of that, and that was awesome. And then Wednesday came. On Wednesday I had a meeting, I think. Did I? Wednesday... Oh my gosh, yes, Wednesday. I had a meeting with Neville, the pastor of Mosaik Church. Basically, we met up for lunch and we decided to, we ran through the things that I was going to be doing, some of the contacts I needed to do, and basically what they wanted me to try to achieve while I was here in Berlin. That was really cool. It was a good opportunity to touch base, nothing too heavy, just a nice opportunity for us to chat and go through things. So that was really cool. That was also, went to Saturn I think is how they pronounce it here, which is like their PC World equivalent, which is where I managed to pick up this, you can't see my hand, this bendy leg tripod thing, which is helping a lot with holding the camera, but I'm finding it quite heavy, so if the camera moves, that's why. So yeah, that was good on Wednesday, and then I believe, was it Tuesday or Wednesday that England played in the World Cup? I'm not sure. The incredibly tense game that we played against Colombia, I couldn't make this video without talking about the World Cup because it's been a busy week. We beat Colombia on penalties. How? I'm not sure, but all I know is Gareth Southgate is a wizard. Whatever he's done to the team, it's incredible. So we then beat Sweden yesterday, so that's amazing, and we're now in the semi-finals, but that's enough talk about football because that's not what this blog is for. So yes, that happened on Wednesday. On Thursday I then had a meeting with David Biniger from Mosaik Church. He kind of heads up a lot of the tech and kind of information control, I guess we'd say, over here. So people's data, to make sure that it's protected, to make sure that everything works the way it should. So he does some stuff for the website, he does some stuff for this program called Church Tools, which is kind of like their app and software series that people use to manage everything and know what's going on. So we had lunch at a nice Italian place fairly near to where I work in Mitte, and we ran through that stuff, and it was good opportunity to just talk socially, to get to know each other a little bit better. And yeah, just to begin building relationships so that we can continue to work together. We are having lunch again this Wednesday, so we will be going through more stuff then for that. So that was awesome. On Thursday, on Friday, I then had another shift at work. Friday has been penciled in as my early shift every week, so I won't always be doing the early shift on Tuesdays. Normally I'll be working from 1 p.m. till 7 p.m, but this week I did the early shift on Tuesday and then Friday, which is my normal early shift. So again, I woke up at 4:30, again painful and hard, but fine once I got to the cafe. Adrian, the son of the owner of the cafe, wasn't there this time, so I was a little bit more left to my own devices, but I had another guy who was new with me, and so I kind of taught him what I'd been taught on Tuesday. We made sandwiches, we made coffee. I discovered that I can have free coffee every shift, so yes, be jealous. I get to have a free cappuccino, which I am way too excited about, but coffee is important, especially when you woke up at 4:30. So that was really good. The shift went fine. I enjoy the work, and I seem to, I don't know, it suits me as a person to make food, to sell food, to drink coffee, I do a lot of work. I don't just sit around drinking coffee, just to clarify. I am getting paid to do actual work, so it is very busy, but that's good. It's a fantastic opportunity, and I'm so grateful for the work. So yeah, that was Friday. So I then came home on Friday and did a little bit of studying in the evening, relaxed a little bit, and mainly just kind of started to get ready for my weekend. Saturday is my day off, so I slept in on Saturday. We got up, we had breakfast with the family, it was lovely. I then had to go and get, well, I didn't have to, I wanted to go and get beer ready for the England game because it's football, and yeah, it's Germany, so we watch football and we drink beer. That's kind of how it works. So yeah, I needed to go down to the shop. So I spoke to Johannes here and said, oh, where can I get beer? And he said, oh, you need to go down this road. And I said, oh, it's okay, I'll catch the train. And he said, no, you can take the Fahrrad bicycle in German. And I was like, oh, okay. So he got me this bicycle, and anyone who knows me, I'm not the tallest person in the world. So this bike was a little bit big for me, even when we lowered the seat. So I was really nervous. And then, but they have like special bike lanes in Germany, especially in Berlin. And so I had to cycle on the wrong side of the road to me, and I had to cycle on the right, and I was really nervous about using this bike because it was too big for me and I didn't know the roads, but I managed to cycle down this road and get to the supermarket and get the beer, which was awesome. A little bit scary cycling, but it's another experience, another country that I've cycled in and been on the roads in, so that was good. Watched England beat Sweden, amazing. Not going to talk about the football anymore, we've already done that. And then yeah, just had a really nice day relaxing with the family, recharging and getting ready for today, which is Sunday. So today I got to church at 9 a.m. with the other people there, helped to set up, put chairs out, just generally just to help to be there as part of the setup team, which was really nice. Got to see people that I had met last week at summer camp, got to meet some new faces, and that was really cool. So yeah, service was amazing once again. It was very multicultural, as always. We sung You Alone Can Rescue, but we sung it in English, and then we sung verses in German, and then we sung some other songs in German, and it was just, yeah, really powerful again to hear that. Neville again preached in English. He was preaching on friendship. It was a really impactful service, talking about how important it is to build relationships. As a race, we're not designed to be alone. And he gave this really powerful preach where he showed two examples, one in terms of Jesus and Jesus's friendship with his disciples, and the other example as the friendship of David and Jonathan, and kind of looked into all of those things and discussed the characteristics of friendship and what it means to be in friendship with someone. And it was challenging and just really important to hear, because in the modern day and age, we have social media, but we are less social than we've ever been, which is ironic given what social media was meant for. So it was a really important preach, really heartfelt again from Neville. I'm beginning to realise quite how much of an incredible preacher he is, and quite how honoured I feel to be able to be here and listen to him every Sunday. So that was amazing. People came forward to pray and responded, and that was awesome. So after the service, I helped to pack down, which was, again, good to meet people, get to know people, and do all of that. And then I went out for lunch with a couple of the guys from church, some of the mid-20s people, which was lovely. So I had some food, had some good conversation. They all speak perfect English. I do try to speak German with them, but they enjoy speaking English with me, and we were having quite in-depth conversations about church and church within Berlin, and it was not vocab I could do, so those conversations were in English. Come to think of it, it's been a very English day, because when I came back to Janus and Maria's, they had people from the church around for a barbecue, or as we call it over here, a grill, because we grill the food, so they call it a grill, not a barbecue, but yeah, it's understandable. And they are a family from New Zealand. They all do speak German, but it's not their best language, so it was kind of a half and half day, half and half afternoon of some German and some English, and then it drifted more into English. So it's really awesome to meet them, to get to know them, to have conversations and just have fellowship together for a couple of hours. Really what I needed after a long week of working for the cafe and beginning to get involved in the work with the church. So yeah, just a fantastic opportunity, and that has about been my week. I just wanted to make another update. This hopefully should be uploaded either tonight or tomorrow, so possibly a little bit late, but yeah, just wanted to let you guys all know. I hope you're enjoying this, and I hope for people who are watching that they feel like they're keeping up with what I'm up to. But yeah, it's been another amazing week, and I appreciate everyone's prayers for me while I'm out here, and I hope that everything is good where you are. So I guess this is goodbye until next week, when hopefully I'll make another one, and hopefully it'll be a bit earlier in the day. So see ya.